Welcome to this complete course on virtual assistant with Express Tech Academy. My name is Ominiraka Dennis and I will be the one to take you on this course. This course will last for 1 month and at the expiration of 1 month, we will give you a certificate that will be able to help you to fetch any job of your choice from any country in the world. At the end of this course, we will recommend jobs to as many that will know this skill, will be serious and master this skill so that they can be able to start earning money from the comfort of their zone. At the end of this course, we'll put you in our community where we recommend jobs, post jobs for you to ensure that you get them. We'll as well mentor you, guide you one-on-one, help you to build your CV, help you to create cover letters, and every step that ensures that you earn money from this course. This particular skill is a work from home job, just like you see it, virtual assistant. Everything is virtual, so you'll be able to earn money from the comfort of your zone, and we are glad we are giving you this completely for free. The only thing you need to help us do is kindly help us subscribe to this channel, like this video, and always share it to your fellows so they'll be able to be part of this movement. Now let's go into the course. Now, virtual assistant full course 2025. Now, this is what we'll be covering in this particular course. The introduction to VA, which is what I'll be taking today. Google Workspace for virtual assistant. Every virtual assistant must know what Google Workspace, all the apps in Google Workspace, and that is what we'll be taking step by step. That's why we put this inspiration for 1 month. And then we are going to teach you how to plan like a pro, mastering travel management. When you are handling your clients work, we are going to teach you how to do all of that. Majorly is virtual assistant has to do with data entry, research, and meeting arrangement, and all of that. How do you do each of these things? We are going to teach you that. Project management for virtual assistant, how you arrange your project, undertake a project, effect the project, and get successful at a project when your client gives you that job. Now, virtual assistant resume. We are going to help you to create a resume, that is a CV that will be able to fetch you jobs in a job opportunity, in a job community. And then, of course, virtual assistant portfolio. You need a portfolio, which is very important. You will teach you how to get a portfolio completely for free. We have platforms where we will recommending to you, you get your portfolio completely for free. Of course, cold and warm emails that get responses. You will be doing some cold and warm emails so that you ensure that you get clients. Of course, LinkedIn optimization, and of course, conclusion. Don't forget, this is an academy. We will graduate you with a certificate and a ceremony. So now let's jump right into what we have today. Now, why me? Why am I the one teaching you this? Why should you listen to me? I'm a virtual assistant. I have 3 years experience, as you can see here. I've worked for at least 2 clients online, and then I'm a social media expert. Those of you who have been taking courses in Express Tech Academy, you know that I am a social media expert. All right, so a prolific writing is what has been part of me, and it has what has been fetching me a lot of money before I even jump into this academy. Of course, I can teach very well. So at the end of this course, you should be able to understand. If you don't understand, please always tell me in the comment section, or go to the WhatsApp group, or contact me on my number. I will answer your question. So I won't be just teaching you only knowledge. I will teach you both experiences and everything that will make you a pro in this particular skill. All right, now, who is a virtual assistant? We are jumping direct, no time to waste. Who is a virtual assistant? A virtual assistant is a professional who works remotely to complete specific tasks for their clients. Remote professional who support client with admin, creative, or text tasks. Remote means working from home, when you are working freely from home. Now, you are a professional who is assisting all these big men, all these CEOs, all these CFOs, all these people that owns companies, but then they are not, they don't have the luxury of time to do everything. They will hire somebody who will help them to accomplish some certain task, and they expect you to be professional. That's why I say it's a professional who works remotely to ensure that these things are done. Now, a virtual assistant may be likened to something like personal assistant. While personal assistant may be working in the office, you as a virtual assistant, you can be working from the home of your job. So you help the client or the CEO or anybody, the business consultant, anybody, to accomplish the task he's giving you. If he says, help me to create my slide for my presentation, you do it. If he's traveling, you help him organize everything. If he gives you a task to research or enter data or do anything, you help him to do it. So this is who a virtual assistant is. At the end of this course, you'll be a professional. All right. So remote professional who support clients with admin, creative, or tech task. I forget to say this from the beginning. At the end of this particular today's course, we will have 4 practicals to do, and I will show you how to do each of the practicals, because this course is full of practicals and I don't want you to forget that at all. And those who will undertake the assignments, practicals, those are the people who become exceptional at the end of this course. All right, so now let's move to the next thing. What a VA does. What do you do? We said you're a professional who help and assist people to complete tasks. Now, what are those tasks that you do? Data entry and research. Your client may give you a job to input data, research some data for him because you want to attend meetings also, where you do it and submit the reports and all of that. Of course, calendar and time management. You should be able to manage the calendar and manage the time of your boss or your client. All right, verbal, visual, and textual communication. You should be able to communicate with your client. You should be able to communicate with people around your client. See, if you are working for your client, it means that you are working for the office, so anybody around the office will always know you. All right, so now it's just like you're a personal assistant. A personal assistant, always people, when people want to access their oga or their boss, they always access you first before accessing them. So you should be able to know how to do good communication, both verbally and virtually. That is when you are doing this thing from the comfort of your zone. Now, trip reservations, your boss always travel. You should be able to know how to do research and do trip reservations, know the good kind of good hotel he's supposed to enter and all of that. And just know, if you want to travel to France, you know nothing about France, he expects you to make research about France, a particular place where he's going and all of that. Now, so you should be able to know that. Email and record management. Your boss will receive email for his company every single day. One of your major tasks is to manage those emails for you. We are going to see practically how to do that right now. Project management, and of course a lot and a lot and a lot. So this is exactly what project we are going to see details what these people do. Now, what does a virtual assistant? This is just like a second phase of what a VA does. Manage email bots, schedule appointments, handle customer service, perform administrative tasks, manage social media platforms, data entry tasks, preparing presentation, email marketing, process orders, etc. All right, depending on whoever you are working for. You can be working for someone who owns an e-commerce website. You can be working for someone who is an influencer. You can be working for someone who do business and all of that. So their tasks differs. All right, why you should join the VA industry? Why should you take this course? Why should you jump into this thing? One, because virtual assistant is a growing demand in this current dispensation. You know, before, we don't know, before nobody can, we don't have any software you can work directly from home, where you can be working on a document like this and somebody else will be working on this same document from maybe UK or US. We don't have that. We don't have software like Zoom, Google Meet, email, all of this. We don't have them. But this current dispensation shows that the growing demand for all these things shows that people will always. There's a report I saw on Facebook a couple of days ago that a company is currently preparing to launch 2026, and it will have only one employee, physical employee. So every other person will be virtual. Every other person will be working remotely. So you can see that it's a growing niche and it's a growing demand. All right. Now, flexibility. Of course, you don't need to go outside, pay transport, go anywhere. You just wake up from bed and then you sit on your table and work starts. All right. So it gives you flexibility, it gives you flexible time. All right. Now, income potential. Let me tell you the truth. Those who even work from home earn more than those who go to offices, because if you go to personal offices and all of physical offices, you'll be able to, you spend transport, you spend money for food, you spend money for this, before you could return back at the end of the month, you don't even know where your salary is going to. But income potential in VA is very high. In fact, like the jobs you are going to be recommending for you, they are jobs from outside the country where you earn in dollars. All right, if you are working for somebody in Nigeria as a personal assistant, he will pay you in dollars. It's even rare before you see such a person. But we will be recommending just for you that you pay you in dollars and the money will be high. Of course, save goods. Like we say from the course outline, we talk about research, right? So when you are researching, you are growing. You are working with all these professionals. As they are growing, you are growing. You begin to know a lot of things. All right. So that is why you should join this. You should join this because of your self growth. You should join this because it gives you flexible time. You don't need to stress yourself. It's a growing demand that people are jumping in, and you should join in. All right. Now, the VA boom. Why 2025 is the best time for you to start? Why now? Don't procrastinate it. Why is it now? Because there are more remote work now than ever. I just explained that from the previous slide. There are more remote jobs now than ever. All right, so jump into it. So the more you waste your time, the more the niche is growing. So you jump in on time, become a professional, and so that you be able to sell yourself. Of course, now AI is on the rise. So we have a lot of apps, we have a lot of platforms that you can use that are built with AI that can actually use to grow. So this is why you should jump in. AI can help you to do all these tasks. Like all these research are going to Google, going to all this. Just chat GPT or any other AI will be recommending here can help you do any job. Right, there are all these some of these things that gives you headache that AI can help you, and we'll be able to help you in this course to recommend those ones for you. So AI is going, and then is growing rather, and then there are more opportunity for remote jobs. So it's a best time for you to jump in. All right, so like let me emphasize it. You say you can do VA as a side work, right? You can do VA, maybe you're doing a government job or you're doing a 9 to 5 job. There are some jobs, VA jobs, that you can do them as side hustle. You can go to your work and still be doing this work. So that's one of the reasons why you should jump into this thing and earn your money. All right, now let's jump into fields that need virtual assistant and um, their expectation. Please, I want you to pay close attention to this slide. These are some of the fields I selected that you can actually work under as a virtual assistant. Before we jump into the major things, I need to teach you this first so that you understand. All right, number one, we have entrepreneurs and small business owners. People who are entrepreneurs. Of course, you know that entrepreneurship is growing. There are a lot of people who are doing it. Entrepreneurship, people who work for home, people who are building their business directly for home. They need assistance. They need people who to assist them virtually. All right. So the what do they expect you if the employees? They expect you to manage their email box, schedule appointments, handle customer service, especially those who sell on e-commerce platform like Shopify, Temu, etc. They expect you to handle their customer service and perform administrative tasks. All right. Now, number two is real estate agents. All these people that sell houses. All right, real estate is fast growing in 2025. So they need virtual assistant, those who will help them with lead generation, manage their social media presence for them, or update their CRM and perform data entry task. Of course, we have coaches and consultants. See, I have a personal assistant. I have somebody who helps me to create some slides like that. I just give the I have someone who do research for me. I'm a coach, I'm a consultant, I'm somebody who teach online. If all the time I teach online, I have somebody who always help me to do that, and I pay the person. Although I pay the person in naira, but the person is my boy and he helps me. So there are a lot of people who are bigger than me on this niche, who are doing this job that needs you. For example, you want to take a course on any of these platform like ALS, etc. You will see that there's always customer support. There are always virtual assistant to assist you if you have an issue with it. So they're always there to help you manage schedule, the email marketing and data organization, allowing them to focus on clients' work. So they expect you to handle some certain tasks while they focus on the next one. And then the next one is online business owners, those who own businesses online. So they expect you to manage their e-commerce platform, process orders, handle customer inquiries, and perform bookkeeping tasks. All right, now number five, authors and writers, those who write. They expect you to they assist with research, scheduling, email management and social media management. Then we also have professionals like doctors, lawyers, etc., who have big organizations who want you to manage their schedules, email inbox and data entry, freeing up time for core work. All right, they want you to do all those things so that they'll be able to focus time to do other jobs. All right, now we have social media influencers, all these big men, like all these social media influencers, the video, all these celebrities, all this entertainment industry. They want people who will help them, some of them virtually, some of them they can get an office for you. But then we are talking about virtual assistant completely from home. So all these people can help you. They help you to manage their accounts on social media. Like all these celebrities, not all of them are managing their account by themselves, right? So they expect to hire somebody like you who will help them to accomplish these tasks, and then create and schedule posts, engage with flowers, and track analytics. And of course, we have e-learning professionals. That is all. I mentioned that those who take courses online like ALS and etc. We have assist with course creation, manage online. See, all these things are things that you need to know. Now, there is one thing that is very important here. That is managing schedules, email bots, and social media management, which is very important. These three things are very, very important as a virtual assistant. You must know how to manage somebody's social media. You must know how to. We are going to study all of that here, but for social media management, we are not going to dive deep, but we are going to give you a free course that will help you. If you need the course, comment on this particular video, and I will send you the course. Please don't come to my DM. Comment on this particular post. I will send you that course for free. You are not paying anything. It's completely for free, and when you take that course, you'll be able to know everything. So these are the fields that need virtual assistant. Again, I say entrepreneurs and small owner business, coaches and consultants, real estate agents, online business owners, authors and writers, professionals, and anybody at all who is doing something that is bigger than him, that needs an assistant. They will always be there. Of course, I said these are just a few examples. Virtual assistant can support a wide range of industries, all industries. All right. Now, VA niches and specialization. Now, when we talk about virtual assistant, it's a broad thing, right? See, don't worry that this thing is there. We are still talking about grammar. We will jump into the practicals, but you need this knowledge. So write everything that you need to write down, and then follow me step by step. All right. So what are the niches in here? Virtual assistant is broad, just like I just told you the fields of people who may need your assistant, but there are specific fields in this virtual assistant that you may specialize or you can generalize. All right. Number one is admin support. You can be an admin support, supporting a platform, so that when something go wrong, they ask you. So of course you are there. Sometimes they are called technical support. All right. So you are there. Something, maybe somebody buy a product or something is wrong with that product. You can could be contact your number. The number assigned to you can be contacted. You receive and assist that person on behalf of that company. It's called admin support or technical support. All right. Now we have social media management. All right. So somebody can hire you as a virtual assistant just to help him or her or the company to manage their online presence on Facebook, Instagram, etc. All right. Now we also have data entry research. Somebody can hire you so that you can be doing research and doing some entries or data for him. Whenever he has something you want to present or go anywhere, he will give you a topic and all of that. You start doing the research, do some presentation for him, and it goes. These are niches. All right. Now we have e-commerce and drop shipping. We have people who will hire you. Maybe they're selling products on e-commerce like Shopify, Amazon, Temu, etc. They want you to always be helping, so that when somebody make a purchase or you want to ask about the purchase, you will always be there to attend to the person when they are not online and all of that. So you can be hired as an e-commerce or drop shipping virtual assistant. All right. Now, design and content creation. Somebody can hire you to create graphics for him, to create videos for him, to create content for him, and all of that. Your job is just to create content and give to the person, and it will be done virtually. All right. Of course, now we have faceless videos and all of that. A lot of things to do virtually. All right. So you can actually do that for people. People who hire this. See, we are going to send you jobs. You are going to see that people are looking for these people. They are looking for you, like they're on the high. So you get opportunity to it. You will see when we send you jobs. And then of course customer support, which is also like admin support, like I mentioned. And of course we have tech and automation support, all these people that are in the tech industry and all of that. Of course, I forgot to tell you, Digital Tech Academy, Expert Tech Academy is a tech academy. All right. So of course we have travel, logistics and all of that. So these are the niches. Now, but there are some people, especially if you're working for an individual, who will actually want you to do everything here. But there are some that will hire you to do specific. There are some that will hire you to do some of them. So we are going to cover all of them so that you'll be able to know everything. That's why this course is 1 month. Please dedicate this 1 month and learn something new. Don't rush. See, I always say this: our generation is in a haste to learn things, and then they miss a lot of things. Always take your time and always obey instructions. All right. So these are the VA niches. You can choose one, you can generalize. That's all for you. All right. Now, ethics and mindset. Now, when you are working for somebody, you need to understand this, that you need to understand that client confidentiality is key. We are going to show you that in this course. See, if a client entrusts you with a document, you're supposed to know that it's confidential, and anything that makes you explode that document that is confidential, you can be arrested, you can be taken to any court, and you can be prosecuted anywhere, because of course, before you're onboarded, an offer will be given to you and you sign every document necessary. All right. So you need to understand that you need to keep people's secrets. You need to keep your client's secret. That's what I mean. All right. The next one is delivering results over excuses. These are the ethics and the mindset you need to carry. The mindset that you don't need to leak secrets. The mindset number two is that you need to deliver results. Don't always give results. Don't always give excuses. That's not needed in this niche. That's not needed in this industry. Don't wait. If your boss say do this, you do it. See, your promotion comes by delivering results. All right. So your promotion comes by delivering results. So always create time to deliver results. Don't give excuses. Probably there's something come across that's wrong. Of course, it's good to give small excuse, but then it shouldn't be all the time, and it should not be noticeable that you are not a professional person. All right. So of course, talking initiative, being solution focused, taking initiative rather, being solution focused, or like I said, always bring up an ideas to the table, always advise your boss, and in some cases how to go about one or two. You are employed as a virtual assistant to assist him, to bring in more ideas to make him better, not to come and become a liability. So you need to understand this, because this is very, very important. So if you are liking this video, please kindly help me like this video, subscribe to the channel, and drop a comment. I am an active virtual assistant. When I see I am an active virtual assistant, I will know that you're following me, and I'll be glad that you are doing this. All right. Now let's proceed. Now, the next one is skills required. Please pay attention. We have skills required for a virtual assistant. Under the skills that are required for a virtual assistant, they are divided into two, and that is going to be our core this thing for today. Number one is hard skills or technical skills. You are taking this course, virtual assistant, taking your time, burning your data, watching this video, and all of this. This is your technical skill. You go ahead to learn social media management, like I'm going to give you the course. You go ahead to learn copywriting, graphic designing, just because you want to be active and you want to be a professional in this course. All these things are technical skills. Any skill you take or like this, they are technical skills. Then the soft skills are, sorry, the spelling is mistake, I'll correct it after. Then the soft skill is the inbuilt skills in you, like what makes you you, like the skills you bring to the table, your nature you bring to the table. So your politeness, your cohesiveness, your coherence, all right, your ability to be sober, what makes you sustain the job. Like they always tell you, like they always tell these ladies, they will tell you a beauty will give you to a marriage, but your character will either make you stay or not. Is that not how they used to call it? Now this is what we have it here. Your technical skill may give you the job, but your character to the job is what we call the soft skills, and that's what we are going to be focusing for today's class. Is what will keep you in that job. And this is very important, because a lot of people will get hired this month, next month they are sacked because of their soft skills. And you need to know the kind of soft skills that virtual assistant need and how to get them. And I'm going to show you just immediately. All right. So take all the technical skills, the hard skills you want, and of course build the soft skills that are needed. All right. Now, what are the hard skills? The hard skills are like managing a client inbox and calendar, internet research, creating presentation. All these things are physical, sorry, something that is practical, right? And that is you can learn and do. Data project management, data entry, creating meeting agenda, taking meeting minutes, creating travel itineraries, travel research and booking, and all of that. These are hard skills you can learn. Of course, like I said, this virtual assistant course you are taking is a hard skill. All right. Now, soft skill. This is where we are going to dwell. Your communication, how you communicate with your boss. We are going to see how to do this. In fact, we are going to do an assignment, a task under this communication. Listening, how you listen very well. These are soft skills that makes you effective in the job. The confidentiality, how you keep secret concrete, discretion, excellent and quality, time management, emotional intelligence. This is exactly what we are going to be covering for today. And in the other course, we are now going to be talking about technical hard skills, and we're now going to teach you how to use all the tools and manage your boss. Again, thank you for watching this video. I'm glad you are doing it. Kindly help me subscribe. Now let's go. Now we are going to, like I said, we are going to focus on the soft skills. Then subsequently we now talk about we now talk about the hard skills, where I'm going to teach you how to do everything here, right? Now under this we pick communication. Communication, before you talk clearly, I don't know if I'm clear enough, but I should be clear enough because I'm not fast, I'm not too slow. All right, so I'm clear enough, right? If I'm not clear enough, kindly tell me so that in subsequent videos I will adjust myself, right? Now, but when you are communicating with either your boss, your clients, or anybody working around your boss, or anybody that your boss sends you, you need to obey these 7 C's of communication to ensure that your communication is accurate. Now, number one is clear. Your message should be clear. Whatever you are presenting should be clear. Number two is concise. Whatever you are presenting should be specific, direct to the point. Always speak direct. Don't beat around the bush. Me, I'm teaching, I may be making references to this, references that. You are not teaching, you are accomplishing a task. So you just go straight to the point and be professional. Don't go about, the person is not, those days you used to teach us informal letter and formal letter. So now, informal letter you use formal language, informal you say you are talking to a colleague. So this one is a formal work. So your message should be specific and concise, straight to the point, no grammar. Then the next one is concrete. Let what you are giving be of value. Let it be straight. Let it have value. And then the next one is correct. Don't misinform. Please, don't misinform. Always research and ensure that whatever you are presenting to your boss, or whatever your boss sent you to give to anybody, is correct. Please, that's why we are going to teach you hard skills. But we are going to teach you this first. Always ensure that this is good. When you do this, your job, you may be promoting all of that. And then the next one is coherent. The next one is complete. Don't give messages that are short. Always give complete information. All right, remake your real message and give the information complete. All right, and then of course you have to be cautious. All right, very, very important. So these are the 7 C's of communication. You need to be clear, you need to be consistent, concise, you need to be correct, concrete, coherent, complete, and of course cautious. Right, this is very important. Your communication means giving and receiving information. So when you are giving an information and these things are not involved, you are not communicating, honestly. Now the next one is communication as a virtual assistant. The best virtual assistants are proactive communicators. Now what I mean by proactive communicator is, you may be sensing something, always ask your boss ahead of time. Always be active. So maybe you had something, for example, you want to close for the day. You can ask your boss, is there, I want to, the time for closure is here. Is there anything else you want me to do? Or maybe you are planning your day for tomorrow. You can ask your boss, is there anything you want me to do for you tomorrow that I can add to my activity tomorrow? This is you being proactive. Right? The boss will know that you know what you are doing, right? And then of course, proactive communicators gives updates in advance. When there's something is going on, maybe your boss is supposed to have a meeting on the 30th of July this month. You'll be able to you'll be able to ask him maybe from time to time, and number 20th of this month, you remind him. 25th of this month, you remind him. That is you being proactive so that he won't forget his calendar. All right, that's why you are there managing his calendar. So this is one of the way of communicating. Okay, all right. And advance with details without being asked, as opposed to reactive. Being a reactive communicator is, you always wait for your boss to ask you for things. Big men, CEOs, clients don't want this. They don't want all the time for them to tell you what to do. They always want you to be proactive, and it's important for you to learn this. The reason why you are learning all this grammar and speaking is so that you be effective with this course. So don't just learn the grammar, affect it. All right, so we have activity. Now we are supposed to take a test. We're supposed to take a 5-minute test. All right, we are supposed to take a 5-minute test to show our communication skills. So we'll put a link on the description, and we're going to do that. All right, but I'm going to do all the tests at the end of this course so that it will not disrupt us. But for now, I want you to take a break, and then when you come back, we'll continue. All right, so now we are here. We want to continue today. Now, the reason why I want you to take a break is because so that your brain can be, you know, it can be refreshed. All right, so now let's move. We're going to take every of the assignments for this course at the end of this particular class, so that we won't be able to be putting you here and here. Right, so now let's continue. Good job. Now, what the soft skills number 2 is listening. Listening is paying full attention to what someone is saying, understanding their message, and responding thoughtfully. Responding thoughtfully, right? Paying close attention and responding thoughtfully. You should not be talking when your boss is talking. The two of you are normal. The two of you are normal, right? So when your boss is talking, be quiet. It's even advisable to ask him, are you done? Are you done talking? Then you now make your input. So don't always talk when your boss is talking. So actively listen. Even if he's quarreling with you or doing anything, always allow him to learn. So this is what paying close attention is very important as a virtual assistant. Don't always talk when he's talking. Please, it's even advisable to ask him ahead of time, are you done talking, so that I can talk. It's good. All right, now how to be a good listener. Pay attention and make eye contact while he's talking. Look at him. Don't be looking as if somebody is teasing you. No, always look at him eyeball to eyeball. Let him understand that you are feeling what he's talking. When you are doing eyeball to eyeball like that, he's sensing that you're understanding what he's talking. And then of course you are nodding your head while he's making some gesture that needs you to agree with him. You nod your head. All right, so it's very good. Some of these meetings used to hold on Google Meet while he's talking to you. All these things work. All right, quote what the person says. For example, if your client, if for example you are doing a customer support or admin support, and somebody buy a product, for example, and then he came and said, okay, this product something, and then you quote him. So for example, if I understand you correctly, you mean that so and so product you bought from us has issue. So always ensure that you quote the persons, all right? Quote them so that you won't be able to see that maybe you are explaining something outside of what they ask you, so that you will they will feel that you understand what they were explaining to you. All right, even in your boss where you're working with him as a close person, you can as well ask him you can as well ask him, if I understand correctly, you want me to make a schedule, a presentation for you for the meeting you are having in US on the 25th of this month. You say yes. They say, okay, sir. You jot it down. So this is how to be an active listener. It makes them, when you make these quotations like this, it makes them feel that you understood them, and then they are going to do exactly what they ask you to do. This is very important. All right, now confidentiality. Confidentiality means keeping a secret and not giving out information that is not yours. This is very important. Do not give an information that is not yours outside. You can be sued, you can be arrested. This is very true, right? Now the next one is excellent. Excellent means your desire to excel and provide quality. As a virtual assistant, you should strive for excellence. Don't always rush your work. You are working with high profile men, high profile people who aim for excellence. It's excellence and quality that takes them to where they are. So you don't there no mistakes are needed in virtual as a virtual assistant, because you are working with professionals. So always be professional. So always cross check your work. So even in your statement, always cross check whatever you are saying. Always calm down. That's why you don't speak in a rush. Always cross check whatever you are saying. Say them in a very cool manner. Don't be in haste. All right, so ensure that your work is excellent. You can see my presentations are very nice, right? So I took time, make a lot of it. I've been working on this presentation for the past 1 month. In fact, we have been advertising this course for the past 1 month, right? So you need to understand that excellent is good, and when you give excellent like that, your boss is going to appreciate you. All right, now the next one is quality. Of course, give good quality. If your boss is going to France, and he doesn't know France, maybe a particular place, Paris in France, for example, and he doesn't know Paris, So, and he needs a hotel reservation, a vehicle that will carry him and all of that. It's your duty to make a good reservation, a hotel that has good security, everything that your boss will enjoy in Paris, and you make some research to know about a vehicle that will be able to carry him, I mean a car, right? That will be able to carry him along to his around that place, not allowing him to get there and begin to look for all these things. So this is important. These are your tasks. So always strive for quality. Quality means giving the best result. Always aim for the best. That is why we are known in this Western Academy. We are known for the best. Whatever we teach here is the best. That's why this course is complete. If you learn this course, you don't need to take it in any platform. I guarantee you. That's why you need to stay with us for the whole of this month. All right. So that is that for that. Now, discretion. Discretion means behaving or speaking in a way to avoid causing offense. Don't always use harsh words. All right. Don't always speak in a way that it will offend people. For example, if you are doing admin support, your statement will either make the person who is buying your product to come back again, or to even to give a bad review about your company. So always be polite. See, there's a statement I used to say in virtual assistant that customers are always right. This statement holds exactly as a virtual assistant. Your boss is always right. Your client is always right. The customers that are purchasing things from the person you are helping to manage, they are always right. The people that are commenting on your post that you are on your celebrity, your clients post on social media, they are always right. So treat them as such. So if they are saying anything that is harsh, that you're supposed to be angry, you have to mellow down. So you have to use discretion. All right. So please do avoid speaking in a way that is not good. All right. Now, time management. Of course, you're going to have a test for time management again, and it's going to be at the end of this course, right? Now, time management is planning how to divide your time between activities and following through. We are going to show you how to do this, and we are going to show practically and give you some tests and some software that you're going to use to manage this. So time management is planning how to divide your time between activities and following through that time. So I'm going to accomplish this time between 8 a.m. to 9 p.m. I'm going to do that. Is what, if you look at my board here, I don't know, I don't, there's no how to show it, but there's my board here. There is a to-do list for every day. So it should be same for you as a virtual assistant. So that's how I was saying that you can ask your boss ahead of time, what do you want me to do for you tomorrow? All right, that is correct. All right, so time management is very important so that you'll be able to execute tasks on time. All right. Now, time management tools, we have prioritization metrics. We will put the link below, and then you will use it following the practicals I'm going to do at the end of this course, at the end of this class. And then, of course, Google Calendar, Trello. Google Calendar, Trello, Google Calendar in the second class, and then prioritization metrics, we'll take it in this class. Trello and Asana will take it in project management as you continue in the topic project management. So that's why you need to stay with us. So you can use all these tools to maximize your time. Like Trello and Asana, you can use them to maximize your time. Prioritization metrics, you can use to track your time and all of that, to classify your work and all of that. We are going to look at all of them. All right. Activity. Of course, I say we are going to take 10 minutes of time management test. The link is in the description below. But I'm going to do the practicals for you to know how it works at the end of this course. All right. So you'll be able to know that. Now, let's talk about the emotional intelligence. Like, this is a soft skill. Remember, we are talking about this. We say the skills required as a virtual assistant are two: hard skills, that's technical skills, and soft skills. Now we are talking about soft skills, the ones that will make you succeed. Before we now teach you the skills that you will now use in order to accomplish your task. Now, number one is under this particular one is emotional intelligence. This is managing your emotions and that of others. If you remember in the beginning, I mentioned that a virtual assistant is just like a personal PA, or a PA, personal assistant. But a personal assistant works mostly in a physical place. I know that they also work as work virtually, but then mostly it's physical. So virtual assistant, personal assistant, they are almost the same things, right? Now, when somebody want to get through to your boss, you are just like second in command if you're a virtual assistant to a boss. You are just like a second in command. So everybody will always pass through you. Remember in admin support I just mentioned. So somebody want to buy a product. Instead of reaching the CEO who creates that product, is rather reaching you. So you need to know how to manage your emotions. So somebody called now and started quarreling, started ragging, raking and say, this your product. I spent a lot of dollars here, and you need to calm the person down. So you need to understand that his emotions are high. You need to understand why they are high, and you need to know how to manage them. You need to know use subtle words that will be able to calm him down, be able to calm the person down and introduce a solution that will solve his problem. So if you are not, if you don't have this emotional intelligence, if you are not emotionally inclined, you always give to people how they give you, you fail here. So you don't give to people what they give you, like they give the energy they give you, you give them. No. Always learn how to manage your own emotions and manage your own. Managing your own emotions is somebody speaks very high, soft and all of that. You need to learn how not to cross your bound to express it. Someone may be abusing you on behalf of your company. Someone may be abusing your boss, may be abusing you. You need to know how to manage their emotions and need to learn how to manage your emotions. Don't forget, your customers, your boss, your clients, they are always right. As a virtual assistant, you are their loyalist. So learn this. This is very important, all right? So I don't want to take a lot of time there. You know your weaknesses emotionally. You know how people used to react to you when they are maybe something is going wrong. You know how you used to calm them down. If you used to give them the energy they give you, please calm down, all right? This is not here. Don't give that here because you lost your job, all right? All right, now dimensions of emotional intelligence. We have conflict management, inspirational leadership, empathy, right? Now conflict management is, like I just said, somebody brings a problem. I bought your product, I didn't use it up to 24 hours, it got spoiled. That's a problem. You need to settle the problem. So you need to work with the technical team in your area. So you need to work with the technical team in your area, and then together with the man to ensure that that product is fixed for him. If it's your boss around his office and all of that, there are a lot of things may be going on there. You need to learn how to manage that conflict. You need to know how to settle problems. I'm good in settling problems. Some of you know me for that. I am not that harsh, right? I'm not. I love bringing people to their lowest. I will allow you to explode before I now bring you back to where you were supposed to be, and that has been one of my gifts. And that has been one of the things that's making me to survive with the first boss I was working with. Because there was always a lot of query. You will give job, he will tell you this. You give job, he will tell you this. So if you will do the best of your job, you will still make corrections. So that happens for the first month, second month. And then when he gives, to always bring that. He will tell you, this is, you're a digital person, this is this. I said, we are sorry, sir. We are sorry. I'm going to effect that immediately. And I'm going to do it. And then one day he sent me a text. He sent me a text. You are very subtle. That's the statement he used. You are very subtle. I say, yes, sir. It's because you are my boss, sir. And that ends the matter. And in the second month, I adapted to how he used to work, and everything was, I will give job. He wouldn't even look at it. In fact, till the day he is making presentation, he will go and use it. So you need to know how to work with men. You need to know how to work with men. You need to know how to settle man. And inspirational leadership. Like I said before, you are working with your boss. You are supposed to contribute to his growth. There are some areas where you can introduce solutions. You can advise him. You can tell him, sir, you are making a decision, so and so. Why not you include so and so here? You are inspiring his own ideas to become more better, and then he will take it and then run with it. So you are supposed to be understand his idea, understand his emotion, inspire him to growth, inspire him to settlement, inspire him to peace, or inspire any other customers or client to peace. This is very important. And of course, empathy. Empathy means putting yourself in someone's shoes, right? So you need to put yourself in their shoe. If they buy a product for you of $100 and the product did not work 124, do you know how much is $100 in Nigerian currencies? In Nigerian currency, $100 is about 180,000 naira. So you are seeing as of today, 1st July. You are seeing that he has lost over 180,000 naira. So he is not smiling. So you need to calm him down. You need to see, place yourself as that. What if I was the one who bought a product for 180,000 and it did not work under 24 hours? What will I do? So you need to place yourself in their shoes and ensure that you settle result. All right. So that's that for that. Now, conclusion and key takeaways. Becoming a successful VA starts with understanding your strengths, continuously improving your skills. Please understand this. I want to say this before I want to conclude with this before I show you practically how to do the assignment. Becoming a successful virtual assistant starts with understanding your strengths, your weakness. Where do you have the strength? Like we talk about the hard skills, the soft skills. Which of the skills do you have? Which of them you don't have? So that you can be able to study hard and then acquire them. You understand your strengths, continuously improving where you need to improve. That's why we talk from the beginning that one of the benefits is self-growth. Whatever you don't know, you grow, you learn, right? I said something on my status a few days ago. Some of you must have seen it. I said there was a time if I don't read a day, I fall sick. So you can see that that's what brought me to this area, this particular level, right? So you need to improve your skills constantly, right? Take courses, learn, read books, and to hone your skills and become more and more. And of course, staying consistent. You need to be consistent. Do not jump from one skill to another. Stay consistent with one. Every skill pays high. It depends on how you use it. Every skill pays high. It depends on your consistency and your professionalism, your experience. All right. Now, this is just the beginning of our exciting journey. We are going to explore more. So let me show you what we are going to be exploring more. Of course, I'm supposed to talk about this, but let me show you this what we are supposed to talk about. Okay, before then, let me just say this. Now, and we are still talking about part of the key takeaways for you to grow. You need to understand what we call greed and mindset. You need to understand what we call greed and mindset. Now, I have traded forex before. In fact, one of the things that make me to lose a lot of money in forex, the first set of time I begin was greed. I want to make all the money in one day. That makes me to fail. Now that's the negative aspect. Now I'm going to tell you the positive aspect of that greed in virtual assistant. When you are greedy of becoming a professional virtual assistant, you will be able to study more. You will be able to strive for excellence, strive for quality. You will study every day. You will hone your skills the more and you will grow yourself. So I implore you, develop greed for virtual assistant. Please, this is important. Develop greed for virtual assistant. I'm obsessed with this skill. So that's what will make you to even stay with me for the end of the month. That's what will make you to earn money from this skill. It's not by hit and run, hit and run. No, it's not by hit and run. It's by being consistent, being greedy, and being professional with this kind of skill. And of course, you must set up your mindset that this skill, I must succeed with it. This skill, I must be professional. So whoever you are working with, your mindset is always excellent. Your mindset is quality. Your mindset is delivering result. Again, your mindset matters a lot in virtual assistant. So set up your mindset. See, mindset matters a lot. I wake up every day, look at my ball, I tell myself, I can do it. I am the best. I am doing the right things. I am intelligent. I am handsome. Of course, I am. I am the champion, and I'm looking at it. I'm a problem solver. I don't know, it's solver and all of that. I mention things and all of that to myself. And during the day, if you tell me otherwise, it will remind me that I told myself something from the beginning. Right? This is very important. I must carry a good mindset for that. All right, for success in the industry. Now, peer-to-peer coaching. Now, this is one of the aspects as well that we're going to be doing in this particular course. So we are going to do peer-to-peer. Like I said, we're going to do four practicals, and I'm going to rush them under 10 minutes, and we're going to finish it. All right. Now, this is peer-to-peer coaching. I'm going to show you how to do all of that. Now, this is after this course. What next? We're going to, of course, I showed you the everything from the beginning. We're going to continue to teach you Google Workspace, all the apps in Google Workspace that you need, and then we're going to teach you a plan like a pro, travel, data entry, and all of that. Everything that will make you a virtual assistant professional will be given to you in this course. and it's completely for free. We are doing this because we want to grow you, because we want to derive joy in seeing you earn money online. So please kindly help us subscribe to the channel, like this video. Please kindly comment on the section. I am an active virtual assistant. When I see this, I will know that you are following me to this end. Now let's jump into the practicals, and I will show you how you'll be able to do the practicals and how you will submit the practicals to me. All right, so the first test we are going to take is interpersonal communication. So we are going to check our communication skills. We are going to check our communication. Please pay attention because you are going to be doing this thing and you are going to be screenshotting it and send to me as your assignment, right? So now let's get started. So I click on get started. So it's taking time to load. It doesn't take a lot of time. This thing works directly from your phone, right? It works directly from your phone. Okay, so see, I won't be reading everything here, but I want you to go through everything and tick the right things. Me, I will just be ticking any of them and go. All right, so I'll just be ticking any of them and go. Say interpersonal skill test brief. That's we have 10 questions. People don't get what I am saying. Mostly I don't know. I'm not reading any of them, please. I get so caught up in what I have been just I don't just read what they're saying, what they are saying here, and then choose whatever they have for you, right? I am able to solve problems. Let me choose this instead. Okay, and I click complete. Then it brings me here. Of course, my overall scores is 44. All right, these are my skills. All right, my overall scores for that communication is 44. Why is it 44? Very low, because I didn't even read anything. I was just taking because of time. But you take your time so that to bring in good result. All right, that's when it shows that you know how to communicate well, you know how to use English well. All right, um so we are done. So when you are done, you screenshot this and I'm going to show you how to send to us. Now this is for communication skill. The next assignment is time management. So how to manage your time and time management. So let's start it. So when you click the link on the description, it's going to bring you here. So you're going to click on get started or start over. So of course we have 23 questions. Again, I'm not going to read anything. I'm going to do fast because this video is becoming long, but you need to read all the questions and ensure that you give your best, all right, so that you get the right result. So let me just choose some of them here, and then of course I click next. I click next. I'm not reading anything, but you can see I tackle tax in order of importance or something like that, and then I click. There are 23 questions, so I just want to ensure that all the links here will be dropped to you. Those of you who subscribe to our channel, those of you who help us to share the screen, will give you on the this thing. Say, please answer the question below as objectively as you can. If you do not wish to answer the question, select I don't want to. So I don't know. Are you a person with a disability? No, I'm not a person with disability. I'm a full grown up man. All right. So okay, let's see. Gender. I'm a man. Yes. Let me choose anyone. I won't be able to tell my real age, but let me choose anyone. Of course, if you look at me, you know that I'm a young guy, right? So now we'll get. So what is the degree? Let me put master's degree. Of course, what do you go to school? How did you do a school test of academy? This I do straight A's at top, and then all of that management. I don't even know what I'm taking, but please you take time. Rate your hour. Generally satisfaction with your field 9/10. What's your position? I'm an entrepreneur, and then of course please rate your level of generational. I don't even know this. Then all of these others, and then compare others. How would you rate your ability to manage your time? Then how would you rate, don't even, how often are you reprimanded for failing to get something done? Often. How will you consider yourself a diligent person? Of course I am. This one I must not miss it. I must not miss it. How do you will you consider yourself a diligent person? I don't want to answer. Absolutely, yes. Then please do not give all these answers I'm giving. Give your own. You are unique. Please give your own, please. And then I am slightly faster. Yes, I'm slightly faster. How do you get distracted? Do you get distracted easily? No, I don't. I'm a very focused person. Then score my test. Then of course 85%. I didn't even follow all these things, but I got 85. So you have to do it. Congratulations if you do it. So then you also screenshot it from your phone or from your laptop, wherever you are, and then we are going to come here. Of course, we are done with this. So we are done with the time management test and the communication test. So the next one will now be this. All right, so this is a peer-to-peer coaching, so please, I want you to team up with somebody. Now I'm going to create a group and you will join it. All right, you're going to team up with somebody and you're going to follow this guide and ensure that you are talking to somebody and it makes sense, because as a virtual assistant you'll be making calls and you'll be doing other things that matters. All right, so I want you to do these things very well, please, and please ensure that this is good. Now, all right, this particular document, you are going to create it using Google Docs or maybe using MS Word or anything you can use to create a document. Now, this is how you say peer coaching guide and submission template. So you are going to be using this, so you can see the link on the description, download it, and then you're going to pair with somebody. I'm going to guide you on the group. So if you are not in the group, join the group, and then I'm going to guide you on how to do everything, and then you are going to follow this. So when you are submitting, you create a form, you create a Google form, and then you're going to submit. Insert your name, your partner's name, your date of call, modality of call, where were you nervous, just answer all these questions there, and then your overall reflection. This session taught me dash, and then you're going to put it there. So all this section you're having, it taught me dash. See, if you follow what we are doing, this practical is what will make you know this skill. It's not come and learn language and long run. No, be sure that you do these things. This is very important. Contact me if you are watching this video and you're not in my group. Contact me. It's free, right? So you're going to do that, and then you're going to insert the images, the screenshot from the test management, from the time management, and the this thing here, and then we are going to go. All right, so now this is the last step, the Eisenhower metrics. Remember we talk about the metrics where you begin to manage your this thing, right, your time, right? So what is important is seldom. What is important is seldom urgent, and what is urgent is seldom important. This is David Eisenhower, the person who creates this. All right, so you need to know how to create your time. Now look at this sheet. The link is going to be in the description. You're going to download it completely for free, and you're going to do these tasks for me. Now, in this task, every day you're going to generate this task, this sheet for every day. This is what we call a to-do. It's something like a to-do list. All right. Now, for each day, you now come and ask. Now come and say, let's say there are things you need to do immediately. Let's say scheduling. Let's say preparing a presentation, and then doing research for my clients. Let's say these are things he wants immediately. All right, and let's say what other things again? Answer customer feedbacks. Let's say these are the things that are important. All right, and then I want to add one again. So let's say they respond to emails, right? Respond to emails. So these are the things that are very important for you to do. So you write them down when you resume work in the morning. All right, and then plan and prioritize. Maybe these are things you need to plan and all of that. So scheduling should be something that you can plan. And then let's say what again should be under plan and prioritize. I mean, not urgent, things that are not urgent you can schedule. Things that are not urgent, let's say your own personality, anything you can just think of, you can add them there, right? So what again should I could posting? The posting is important too, but I'm just putting a responding to friends, and then unnecessary chats. All right, this is your own personal this thing now. So we have urgent, we have not urgent, we have delegate. That is tasks that you can delegate to somebody. So you can actually tell somebody to create graphics for you, you can tell somebody to create content for you, So these are contents, these are things you can do, right? You can ask somebody to what else? You can ask somebody to do some other things like that, all right? So you can just put them here. You know how you want it to be. And now of course, these are tasks that they are not important. They are not supposed to be in that day. For example, watching movies. Watching movies. All right, watching movies. Sometimes unnecessary personal calls. These are things that you don't need to do while you are at work, right? Personal work, personal phone calls, personal phone calls, and then and all of that. I think there are a lot of them. Like and let's say watching football, may not be important when you are working. So this is how the metrics work, by tracking your time and maximizing your time, right? Now the under here, when you come in the morning, you resume your work in the morning, you now be able to do this. And when you do this, when you do this, you write down everything. Maybe you print it out or you use it as a document. You always be close to you, either in your phone or anywhere. And when you do this like this, now when you are done doing a presentation, you come back and tick, I'm done. Now when you come back and when you are done with answering customer support, you come back and do customer. When you are done responding to people's emails, your boss email or anybody, you come back and click good. Anyone that you did not, please do not tick it, so that you be able to remind you tomorrow that you need to redo this, you need to add this to your to-do list tomorrow. But always ensure that 70 to 80% of what you write here is accomplished for that day. That's what will make you a success, all right, that very day. All right, so now we have here the things that are not urgent. So we have scheduling. So do you succeed in scheduling posts for the week? Yes, I did. And then do you ensure in posting? Yes, I did. So all of these, they are not urgent, but then maybe you succeeded or you don't succeed, so you just tick them whenever you complete. And then anyone you did not, please don't. All right, so we have here delegate. Do I delegate somebody to create me graphics? Yes, I did. And then all of this, at the end of that day, do I even succeed in watching? Did I mistakenly watch the movie on social media? I did not. So correct, I deleted it. But I went out to make call, so this is what I was not supposed to do. So I did not. So I tick it, something like that. All right. So this is how to see it. So please and please, when you are done, these are four assignments. Number one is under time management. And time management, I gave you the test and I'm giving you this. So screenshot the test and of course screenshot this, what you did. Now under the corner is communication management. You have to also screenshot it. And then of course the peer-to-peer group. So we are going to do it, and then you're going to do that. That's why we have 2 days interval to do your assignment. In fact, the first day of this class is what is more important to me. So when you are done like this, you will insert everything, all the screenshots in one document, answering all these questions that answering all these questions that I was showing you in the other this thing. And then you now submit that document alone to the WhatsApp group that is going to be assigned for you to do all this job. So thank you very much for attending this course. I'm glad you stay from beginning to the end. And the next course, the next particular class, we are going to talk about for Google Workspace, where I'm going to teach you how to use all the Google Workspace for your virtual assistant to become easy. My name is Dennis. Please kindly help me subscribe to the channel, like this video, and then tell me in the comment section, I am an active virtual assistant, and I will understand with you. Thank you very much.